Welcome to our next episode of Leading Ladies, a conversation with women who are leading in their professions and in their lives. Today, we are opening the door with this leading lady. Please welcome Jessica Kalloch. Hi, Jess.
Hey, everybody.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. This is awesome.
Jessica is the Director of Business Development for Howe Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Restoration, Flood. She's passionate about people, and her customers are her number one priority. I can attest to that. She's driven and motivated to ensure success. She believes in listening to her customers' objectives to find opportunities for collaboration. This business mindset only makes each of the businesses stronger. In 2014, she was awarded Women Who Mean Business by the San Diego Business Journal. In 2015, she won the Patty Roscoe Allied Person of the Year Award. Then in 2018 was presented with a Key Award from the Institute of Real Estate Management, San Diego. Additionally, she took a bold advanced leadership course, committing herself to finding opportunities for growth, personally and professionally.
Jessica, wow. That's a lot.
I know it sounds good on paper, doesn't it?
It really does. You have been honored significantly by the industry, and you should be very proud.
Thank you.
I want to start with the last thing that Lucinda said about the advanced leadership course that you took. Can you tell us a little bit more about that and what you're doing as a leader to ensure that you continue to grow and develop?
Absolutely. But before I do, I wanted to congratulate Lucinda for winning CPM of the Year. That is amazing.
Very cool.
So during the 2020 lockdown, I immediately started working remote. And for me as business development, it was really important to figure out ways to continue to grow in my leadership skills. Our general manager in Restoration Flood, Haley, had participated in Driven Leadership. It's called Bold. It's a 3-day leadership, 3-day event. She encouraged me to attend because I was interested in developing my leadership skills. So I did. And much to my chagrin, it was actually one of the hardest things I had ever participated in. It's not your normal leadership course. It is very intensive, and it actually is great for developing your personal skills and bringing your leadership skills to another level. So looking back, it was just actually one of the most rewarding things I'd ever done. And I try to tell people about it all the time without saying too much. It is actually the best leadership event I've ever participated in. Continuing the momentum, I recently attended the IREM Global Summit. Looking back, for me, it created really strong relationships. For me, business development isn't just about the selling, it's about getting to know people on a personal level, creating and forging those relationships. At the IREM Global Summit, there was awesome educational, motivational courses that we got to partake in. The speakers were great in kind of igniting your goals and getting you excited to get out there and conquer the world. So because of the lockdown, I was able to look at different ways to develop my leadership roles, and stepping out of that comfort zone is one of the things that I strongly encourage anybody to try and do.
So all I could think of, Jessica, as you're speaking is that, there's the COVID-15, which usually means people gain 15 pounds. Sounds to me like your COVID-15 was gaining at least 15 personal growth and development skills that you didn't have before. High five. Seriously, high five.
Hi.
And it was a pleasure getting to know you better at IREM Global Summit. I'm glad that you enjoyed the conference. If I could ask, what was one of the top takeaways that you had from that summit?
Honestly, I remember sitting in one of the seminars, and the speaker, she said that she always felt that she was inclusive. And when in the seminar, she was asked, "What year is Ethiopia in?" And she was like, "I don't know." I mean, honestly, when she asked the group that, I was like, isn't everybody in 2021? Well, apparently Ethiopia is in 2014. So being inclusive, including people, she talked about how she loved basketball and she, her older brothers would always bully her, but she had one who brought her in and encouraged her to hone her skills. So for me, honestly, that struck a chord, is bringing people in because you don't know what impact you're going to have in their life.
Yeah, that speaker was Risha Grant, and she was incredible. And if anybody's watching this is looking for an inclusivity speaker, it's not like being in an inclusivity class. It's an amazing message of strength and resilience, and for all of us.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
So switching gears a little bit, how can a young leader establish vision and get buy-in when that young leader doesn't yet have a track record for success?
So my piece of advice is to always be aware of what you need. You have to be really specific on what your needs are, because every job is different and the requirements are different. Asking for the tools that you need and asking the questions. Let me go into a story. When I first started with Howe Plumbing, Tina Howe said that I would have 100% of the tools in order to succeed in my role. In my role, I established a vision, and I took what she'd given me and created a functioning business development position that I absolutely love being in. So it's proven my track record of success. And it's really important that when you're new in any role, that you really are aware of what your role responsibilities are and asking for the things that you need. Don't be afraid to ask for the tools that you need in order to succeed, because it's really important that you do. Otherwise, you want to be taken to that next level.
That makes a lot of sense. So our hope with this series was to provide women of all ages advice and insight about leadership and business. With that, what advice did you receive at the beginning of your career that changed the trajectory of what you were doing?
So I didn't really receive any advice in the beginning of my career. I've always been really successful in sales, toot my little horn. I used to sell temporary staffing during the recession. I sold Motorola two-way radios to trucking companies. I sold Nextel phones to American Red Cross and taxi cabs, trying to transfer them over from the Motorola to the two-way radios. I'm sure you guys remember that. I would go down to the Micheladora down in Otay, because that was my territory, with the two-way radios as samples and do demos on those. Selling cable modems when dial-up was the only option. People didn't even know that cable modems existed. So sales is in my DNA. I love it. It's very natural for me. But the one thing that was the advice was really not advice that I received. It was more in the middle of my career. It was more a comment that my general manager, Bill Hawes, said. He said, at Bill Howe, we 100% always do right by our customer, and we always try to make them whole. That piece of advice, or that statement, it struck a chord inside of me, because their philosophy aligned with my internal compass. Their work ethic, their loyalty, their dedication to their employees, it meshed so well that I already had that platform of being a successful salesperson. It was magic when the philosophy aligned, and it exploded me to a completely different level. So that's where the magic happens. And I truly believe that when you find a company that you partner with and you both mesh, that's where the amazingness happens.
I would say you're absolutely right. That's where the magic happens. Jessica, I love your comments. I love your thoughts. I love what you believe in. And I just want to say thank you for your insight. So I know that Melissa asked you to prepare to share with us, what is your favorite leadership quote? Would you do that for us today?
Absolutely. So my leadership quote is actually a Japanese proverb, which means Nana Karobi Yaoki. Essentially, it means to fall down 7 times and get up 8. It means choosing to never give up and to always strive for more. Never give up hope and always strive for more. That for me is the chord that has rung in my career for the past, 50 years of my life. So I've always believed that there's always more, and you can always learn from any situation. Even when you feel that it's not a good situation, it truly is the best situation because it helps you grow.
Well, true to who I am, Melissa, I'm going to recommend a book based on that quote. John Maxwell's Failing Forward, because if you don't try and fail, you'll never get anywhere. Or as my parents used to say, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Exactly.
But failing forward is an absolute essential note for any leader or aspiring leader. Jessica, you're amazing. Thank you.
And so are you. And you, Melissa, I need you in my life. I need a Melissa in my life.
Happy to help. This is quite the love fest. It's so good.
I love it.
Well, thank you, Jessica, for joining us today. It's been really nice getting to know you on this level. Everybody, this is our 10th episode. Can you believe that? We hope that you have enjoyed our content so far. So if you have, leave a comment or reshare this. And if you know a leading lady that we should talk to, please let us know. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.